Speaking about the pastimes of the Lord, because in scriptures, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is written, in Satyuga, people used to perform meditation. And how? Closing the eyes, remembering their worshipable object. We may have seen in the pictures, closing the eyes and remembering one's object of worship. This is called dhyan, meditation. Dhyan, dharana, samadhi, etc. In Kali Yuga, this is very difficult. In Treta Yuga, you used to perform yagya. You must have heard of the pastimes in Lord Ramchandra. He used to perform fire sacrifice. 1100,000 years performed fire sacrifice. But in Kali Yuga, this is very difficult because the ingredients are not available. And whatever ingredients are available, and they're not pure ingredients. How can therefore the yagya be performed? Even the brahmanas, they are not able to chant the mantras properly. The pronunciation of the mantra, then the fruits of the mantras cannot be achieved. For this reason, it is said in Kali Yuga, dhyan or yagya, fire sacrifice is not possible. In Dwarpa Yoga, people used to worship the deity Arjan. In Kali Yuga, because in Kali Yuga this is difficult. One has to be pure in body, wearing clean clothes, and also chanting the mantras properly. And this is not possible in Kali Yuga. What is the process in Kali Yuga? Nam Sankirtan. By this process, the fruits of Satyuga's meditation, and Treta Yuga's fire sacrifice, and Dwarpa Yuga's archan worship, the fruits of which are achieved all in Kali Yuga. The Srimad Bhagavatam is giving evidence in the shloka. By chanting the Lord's holy names. How? But it should be a process of great faith, deep faith. By performing Nam Sankirtan, all the fruits of the other ages can be achieved. Not until you have this faith, then you will perform the other types of meditation. But in scriptures, it is recommended, instructed that in Kali Yuga, only by chanting the holy names of the Lord, one can cross over this ocean of material suffering. By this chanting of the holy name, this yagya of chanting the holy names, whether you have faith or not, still the holy names will give its fruits. The name of the Lord is so sweet, and that brings all auspiciousness. And with faith or hela means without desire in any way, one chants the holy names, then the results. In the shloka, just by chanting the Lord's name, in any way, all our sinful reactions will be destroyed. Why? Because the Lord is saying, He knows, the Lord knows, the condition of the living entities in Kali Yuga are full of faults. Is there lust, anger, greed, envy, jealousy? How can they perform any devotional practice? That's why in this verse it is said, in any way. Ashesha, Agha means sinful activities, the reactions of which are all destroyed. But still, one has to chant with firm faith. If you don't have that faith and you don't have that desire, still, Nam Prabhu, the personification of the holy name, will give the results. With faith, you'll get prem, divine transcendental love. If you don't have desire, like if a bad smell is coming, oh Ram Ram. And if you heard something bad, and then we say Ram Ram, this is Namabhas. Yes. Ajamil gave his son what name? Narayan. At the time of his leaving his body, 1 second, his life was going to leave his body. At that time, Yamadut came. How many Yamadutas came? 3 Yamadutas came. When we perform sinful activities, we perform it through 3 ways: by mind, by body, by speech. For this reason, the 3 Yamadutas came. Even one Yamaduta is enough, but still, this conception is there. 3 Yamadutas come. To take Ajamil's Atma. Ajamil, out of fear, he called out his son's name. Shukadev Goswami said to Parikshit Maharaj, they saw the fearful form of the Yamadutas, like fire, huge form. And Ajamil became frightened and called out for his son's name, who he thought would save him, calling him Narayan, Narayan. This sound vibration went to Vaikuntha, and not ordinary thing. At that same time, Narayan sent 4 Vishnudutas. Why 4? 1 is enough. Like said, 3 Yamadutas, by body, mind, and speech. But 4 Vishnudutas with conch shell, lotus club, and disc. Commentators have said this 4-syllable name of the Lord, Narayana, the 4 syllables in the Lord's name, and all they look like Vishnu. And how they saved Ajamil, very nicely described this pastime. The glories of the holy name. What can we do in this Kali Yuga? There's not even any rules and regulations. Eating, sleeping, bathing. Even if you go to the toilet, you can chant the holy names of the Lord. In the Ramayana, this pastime is there. There was once one person who he went into the jungle to perform his ablutions, and he was chanting Ram, Ram. And when one chants the name of the Lord, Hanuman will come And Hanuman became angry because he was performing his ablutions while chanting the holy names, and he kicked him on the back. Hanuman has such strength. Even Ravan, was just could have been killed by just one kick from Lord Hanuman, and nothing happened to him. And then Hanuman came to Lord Ram and heard that Lord Ramchandra was in fever. His body was aching. And Hanuman said, "How is this possible? What happened, Lord Ram?" He said, "Somebody kicked me so hard on the back. My body is broken." Hanuman became angry. He said, "Who is this person? Who is qualified to fight Hanuman? But even he was destroyed by your arrow. Now who is left? Tell me." Ramchandra said, "How can I tell? Never. We say it's no problem. Let it be. Tell me who." And Hanuman, very angry, "Tell me who kicked you. I have a club in my hand. I will smash him to pieces." Lord Ram said, "How can I tell you? Please tell." Ramchandra said, "Look, you kicked me on the back." Hanuman said, "How is this possible? You are my Lord. I am your das, your servant. Then Lord Ramchandra said, "Okay, when that person went to perform his ablutions and he was chanting my name, at that time, what did you do? You kicked that person, did you not? Hanuman, tell me, what is the difference between me and my name?" In this shloka, Lord Ram recited, "Nitya Mukta Abhinatva Namana." There's no difference between the Lord and the Lord's name. Hanuman, tell me, where was I when that person was chanting my name? I was there in his body. And now Hanuman understood what he had done. In this way, this teaching is there. There is no difference between the name and the Lord himself. By chanting the Lord's name, everything can be achieved. And so it's said in Kali Yuga, only the process of chanting the holy name is effective. Chant at night, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. By performing Archan, one should perform this during the morning, during the Brahma Muhurta. Some regulative worship is prescribed to be done at certain times of the day. But when we chant the holy name, we should be careful we don't make offenses. What offenses? The 10 types of offenses. Tasya vidhanam aparad satang nida. One should not criticize the sadhu. What benefit will we get? And you'll get a bad reaction. If you criticize someone, all their faults will come into you. If you criticize somebody, if you throw a stone in the mud, that mud will splash back on you. When we were little, we used to play like this, throw stones in the mud. It was so much fun. And then they saw on us, they were covered with mud, spoiling our clothes. In this way, don't criticize any sadhu or criticize anyone. All their sinful reactions will come onto you. So, putting aside all offensive, one should chant the holy names of the Lord. There's 10 types of offensives. Satang Ninda. Thinking that the names of Shiva or the demigods are equal to the names of the Lord. Brahma, Shiva, all the demigods, demigoddesses, they all worship Krishna. Krishnastu Bhagwan Swayam. All the demigods, demigoddesses, they all worship the Lord. Everyone's Lord is one. There is only one God. All the supreme control. Rajendra Nandan Shyam Sundar. Then we should remember the Lord. All the demigods, demigoddesses, they are all servants of Govinda. Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ishvara Parama Krishna Adir Govinda Sarvakara. This evidence is there in the scriptures. And what will you do with all the demigods, demigoddesses? Sanman them. You have to respect, honor the way of Sadishwara. We should not dishonor any demigod, demigoddesses. We should not criticize them because they're all servants of the Lord. Just like one prime minister is there. They are all the ministers, they work under the prime minister. They're all servants. They're all servants. All the ministers are servants of the prime minister. Who's the prime minister? There he is in his position. He is the head of this town or city. All the ministers are their servants. Pradhan Mantri. Even the Prime Minister is saying that I am the servant of the country. Even who is the controller of the unlimited Brahmandas, universes? The millions and millions of universes. Who is that controller of that? The Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Why? All these demigods, demigoddesses are all working under his instructions. So we should give them respect. And then the Lord is pleased also. Shivji is saying, one who criticizes the Lord Shiva cannot get my mercy. One who criticizes Lord Shiva cannot get my mercy. He is the greatest of Vaishnavas. Who is the best of all Vaishnavas? Mahadeva. So we must honor, respect, not neglect all the demigods. We cannot sit them all on one level according to their qualification. The servant of the house and the owner of the house. If you sit them next to each other, this would not be appropriate. The servant of the house has his position, and the owner of the house. You cannot sit on the same seat as the owner. This is not correct. One should be positioned, situated according to one's qualification. Mother, father, brother, sister, they all stay according to their position and according to the etiquette of the relationship. Mother according to hers, father according to his position. And from this understanding, we can understand other higher principles, higher knowledge, that we should also respect all living entities. In Chaitanya Chaitamrita said, even a dog has the Lord residing in his body. He has the body of a dog, he has the soul, and the Lord is residing in that Atma, in that soul. We should respect means not to pay your obeisances, just respect them. No, that we should not be that we kick them or throw stones at them. And nice pastime in the Ramayana, when once Lord Ramchandra was in his assembly and he was giving judgment to different court. And it was the afternoon, and said to Lakshman, is there any other persons to see? Lakshman came and said, no, everybody is gone. Then there's nobody. And now you can close the court. Bhagavan is the Supreme Lord. He told Lakshman to go and look again once more. There's one dog outside. Then Lord Ram says, call the dog. There must be something that he is wanting. Lakshman brought the dog to Lord Ramchandra. Lord Ramchandra said, what is your complaint? The dog said, my lord, your temple priest kicked me. For what reason? I have come to find this out. Then and there, he called the priest of the temple and asked the pujari, why did you kick this dog? He said, yes, why? I was taking the offering and this dog was in the way. I gave some indication, but the dog did not move. Then I became angry and I kicked the dog. Lord said, this is not right. He's an animal. And you are human. This is not right of you to hit the dog. You could have walked around the dog. If somebody is sleeping, what should you do? You go around that person, or move them. It would be better. Or would you just start to beat them? This is not right. You're human. You should know better. He is animal. There's a difference. We're human. We can discriminate how we should sit, how we should behave. Animals don't know. Wherever they find space, they will just rest or sit. Therefore, you kicking the dog is not right. Lord Ram said, you would have to. What punishment would you accept? Lord Ram said to the priest in Valmiki Ramayana. This has been described at that time. Oh, he asked the dog, what punishment should I give to thee, your priest? The dog said, you should take your priest to the South India in a very beautiful temple, golden temple. And there, where every day there's so much donation there, gold and other wealth, and that you make your priest, you make the priest the controller of that temple, the president, temple president. He has to manage all the wealth of that temple. Harold Ramchandra began to laugh. This is not a punishment. And you're sending him to become pujari as the Mahant, the president, temple president of that wealthy temple. This dog body. Before I got this dog body, I was the pujari Mahant of that temple, where there was so much wealth. I could not control myself seeing all that wealth. I took that which was due to be offered to the Lord, and as a result I got this dog body, animal body. If you call somebody a dog, they will not like it. If you like a lion, a dog is an animal and a lion is an animal. But if you call somebody a lion, then it's a compliment. But if you tell somebody you are like a dog, you talk like a dog, you're barking like a dog, then suddenly this will be very upsetting for them. You're speaking like a dog, barking like a dog. And that dog, we love that dog. We don't, I don't. You do, people do. They put it on the bed and sleep with the dog. And not. If you call that person, you are speaking like a dog, then they will be very upset. An insult for them. But but if you tell them, you're speaking so like a lion, both are animals, the dog and the lion. Who embraces the lion? No, nobody sleeps with the lion. You're sleeping with the dog and kissing the dog. When you are described as the dog, then you will definitely be insulted and you will be upset, because the dog was saying to Lord Ram, I was that priest of that temple. Many millions of rupees were coming to me, but I used that money for my own enjoyment, and for this reason I became a dog. But if I got a lion body, people will say, okay, something. But who goes to see the dog in the zoo? People go to see the lion in the zoo. When Lambi patla? Lambi patla runs, lap, skinny and long. Dog. Oh, hound. Greyhound. I don't know. Some type of dog. And the dog is saying, now I'm in this animal body. So much difficulty. So much trouble. Where there is so much wealth, opulence. They will not be able to control their greed, by which they will have to become like animals. A greyhound. Dog. So we're aiming to say that we should not dishonor anyone, dog, human being. They are all maintained and managed by the Supreme Lord. We should honor, respect them accordingly. And they should have their position. So it is said in Chaitamrita, this Bengali verse, the living in all living entities the Lord resides. So we should not dishonor any demigod, demigoddess. The Lord Himself says, those who worship the demigods, demigoddesses, actually that worship is coming to me. This is not correct, but that worship, all of that is coming to me. But we should not dishonor, disrespect any demigod, demigoddesses. We should understand the Lord Sri Hari. He is the Supreme Controller. By worshipping Him and serving Him, everything can be attained. In this way, this is a conception of scriptures. We worship Govinda. Like you've put Govinda at the top. Very nice. Niche and down is Ganesh. This is nice position. Siddhi Data, I mean, it's a giver of certain perfections. We should be one-pointed though, by performing a devotional practice. Until we do not have this one-pointedness, then you can keep the deities. But we're saying, don't renounce. In our scriptures, this renunciation means to connect, to join everything, everyone to the Lord. They're all servants of the Lord. And then slowly, when we have reached this higher type of sadhana and bhajan, then we become one-pointed. My only life and soul is Giridhari. This song by Mirabai. Not until you are Mirabai. You can carry on doing as you do until you become one-pointed. In Gita, Bhagavad Gita is saying, Na buddhi vedam janeshu. We should not disturb anyone. Otherwise, if you do disturb them, then they won't even do what they're doing. Encourage them. Do worship. Read Ramcharitmanas. Recite the Hanuman Chalisa. I used to recite the Hanuman Chalisa. When you came in to drink the water of the Gaudiya Math, then you came one-pointed. When you associate with the pure devotees, And then we become one pointed to Krishna. If you try and please everyone, you will please no one. But if you try and please the Lord, everyone will become pleased. Just like if you water the roots of the tree, all the leaves and the branches of the tree are nourished. When you offer water to the roots of the tree, then the tree becomes nourished. The whole tree becomes nourished and green and lush. In the same way, by worshipping Govinda, all the demigods become pleased and satisfied. Just like giving food to the mouse, goes into the stomach, and from the stomach, all the limbs are nourished. But if you say, give some into the mouth, some in the eyes, it's nice, chili sabji. If you put in the eyes, try. See what it's like. Nahi hoga. Not possible. You will be burned. Your eyes will burn. Kaan mein de. In this way, like we give food into the mouth, then all the limbs of the body are nourished. In the same way, by giving bhog to Govinda, offering to Govinda, all the demigods are pleased. Or none of the demigods, demigoddesses will be upset with you or feel neglected. They will be very pleased. They will bless you. Srinandanandana Abhaya Charanara Vindare Bhajahure
Mana. इसका मन है बजाऊं रे मन श्री नंदनंदन अभय चरणानंद। इस दुनिया में जो है अभय प्रदान, अभय मतलब कि जन्म मरण का जो चक्कर है उससे जो डर लगा रहता है जीवात्मा को, उससे जो अभय प्रदान करते हैं वो एकमात्र भगवान गोविंद ही है।
Only the
जीव को संसार से
Lord can provide this shelter.
बजाऊं रे मना श्री नंदनंदन अभय चरणारा विंदरे बजाऊं रे मना श्री नंदनंदन अभय चरणारा विंदरे।